Looking back at the life of both Anakin and Darth Vader, one thing that they had in common was that men hated them and women wanted to be with them. This basically was amplified once Anakin took on the evil and nasty persona of Darth Vader, the bad boy of Star Wars. He was over-sensationalized, and in the comics it is shown that once Padme died, Vader did not show any interest in other female companionship, but this did not deter them from trying. We've covered some in the past, but today we talk about a woman that Darth Vader was not secretive about wanting to kill. You see, after the Death Star blew up, Darth Vader was now convinced that he had no future in Palpatine's empire. He was very discouraged by the Emperor, and now wanting to create a new faction for himself, he brought in a new player in his scheme, and that was Dr. Aphra. In a previous video, we saw how Aphra tortured the Naboo mortician who took care of Padme's funeral. Once she had something to report, Darth Vader met with Aphra, who had just come back from Commandant Tan's villa. She confirmed what Tan said. Amidala had indeed died, but before she passed on, she had given birth to a healthy boy, who was taken away by none other than a Jedi. Needing to move fast, Darth Vader instructed Aphra to find Luke before Commander Carbon could. Now there was a battle between who could get to Luke first. If the Emperor achieved this, then he would take him for himself, but the plans for Darth Vader were different. Luke would become Vader's apprentice, father and son, and they would rule the galaxy together. Once Aphra was instructed to find Luke, she went to the Ante, an information broker basically, who knew anything and everything there was to know. Once Inspector Thanos became involved, Darth Vader would now travel together with him to the Spire in order to find this anti-person. When they found him, knowing the threat of the Empire, he immediately told them of the location of the Plasma Devils to show cooperation, that he is a friend of the Empire, and immediately pointed out the one responsible for the crimes against the Empire and pointed at Aphra. This left Darth Vader vulnerable before Thanos. Everything that Aphra had done against the Empire was with the wishes of Darth Vader, who wanted to create his own faction. In order to keep her identity a secret, Darth Vader used the Force to direct a blaster bolt towards Ante, who got shot and killed right in front of them. Secretly, this would throw Thanos off the scent. Vader now had to rush. He went on to find Aphra before anyone else, but once they encountered each other, Vader wasted no time in force choking her. However, Aphra had bargaining chips. She claimed that she knew Luke Skywalker's location. Once Vader released her and ordered her to tell him, Aphra refused and claimed that they would meet later at a different location, and that's where she would tell him. Subsequently, this worked perfectly, as later on Aphra was seen inside a cave on Anthon Prime, waiting for Darth Vader together with the droids. Fearing for her life, she could not even speak until in a flash Darth Vader appeared in front of her. She was so startled that she screamed and fell to the ground. Vader had entered her cave. Not being much of a conversationalist, Vader instructed her to continue, and Aphra had no choice but to reveal the location of Luke Skywalker, which was Vroga's vase. Vader was indeed surprised to see her here and not escape, but according to Aphra, running was futile. She knew that Vader would one day find her and kill her. The only solution to her problem was to show Darth Vader that she could be trustworthy. Maybe then Darth Vader would keep her alive. She would be of more use alive than dead. In an interesting turn of events, Darth Vader agreed, showing appreciation of her talent and to not make him regret this. Now there was only one way for Darth Vader, the way towards Vroga's vase and finding his son, Luke Skywalker, who would hopefully one day join him in creating a new empire, a more safe and secure galaxy. But if Aphra had somehow played a trick on Darth Vader and lied, it was simple. Vader would find her one way or another. There was no room for misunderstanding. Aphra understood. and Darth Vader was now on his way. The weird part about their dynamic is that Dr. Aphra would still go on to press her luck with the Dark Lord of the Sith. Vader was not known to be a patient one, and definitely Aphra would go on to test his patience much more in the coming days and months, perhaps years. What the comics do is successfully tell us the love-hate dynamic between these two characters. Darth Vader will continue to hunt Aphra, and Aphra will presumably continue to escape until her destiny catches up with her. There's a lot more to come, of course, but this was it for today. What did you guys think about this Aphra-Vader dynamic, and especially this situation, which was quite exhilarating to say the least? Talk to me down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you until then.